So we got some news to come out today, and yeah, I'm excited, but at the same time I'm like, it's another type of this story. I'm kind of done with it, guys. I gotta be honest. But you're pulling me in with who you got writing it. Now, let's be honest. The big thing with that Dan Slott did was introduce the whole Spider-Verse thing, which is still trucking along and still being a part of it. And hell, there's a whole movie that's going to be based around the whole Spider-Verse thing, where, you know, that's a given. Now, the major thing with this is that, yeah, Spider-Verse kind of opened up a whole new thing for Spider-Man, but what was interesting was that, yeah, it kind of, like, gave us, you know, Gwen Stacy, it gave us Spider-Gwen and all that, but it's been kind of, like, all over the place of what Spider-Man's just been about for about, for a couple of years now. It's like, that's all we know about. And don't get me wrong, I like, you know, Spider-Gwen and Miles and all that, but it's like, we can do other stuff with Spider-Man. We don't have to keep going back to Spider-Verse to do stuff, you know. We can do cool stuff with them not, you know, needing to cross over to other universe. Alright, whatever. But today it was announced that actually there was a teaser called Spider-Geddon, which I completely forgot about because I was like, oh goody, another Spider-Verse story. And I completely forgot about it until today, which was announced Spider-Geddon, which is the Revenge of the Spider-Verse. Alright, so like, but what got, and at first I was like, oh sure, another Spider-Verse story, how nice. But then I saw who was writing the event, and I went, oh, there's hope after all. And that is Christos Gage. Christos Gage is I think a criminally underused writer by Marvel, and he was the guy I wanted from the get-go to write Spider-Man. That was the guy after Dan Slott left, that's the guy, Christos Gage was the guy I wanted to write Spider-Man, hands down, no question. And while I didn't like that, I did like the Free Comic Book Day that introduced the Nick Spencer run of Spider-Man, I'm still kind of like, I don't know if I'm, you know, I'm ready yet. I don't know if I'm ready to trust you yet, Spencer. I mean, I know not everything that happened in Secret Empire was your fault. That was a lot of, there were a lot of calls in there, but still, I'm not ready to trust you just yet. But anyway, so that's Christos Gage just knows how to write Spider-Man, and I think nothing better that proves that is his comic, or his two comics, Spider-Man and the X-Men and Spider-Man and Fantastic Four, which are these stories that are like in between each eras of the X-Men and Spider-Man that have and as well as Spider-Man and the Fantastic Four, were these little side stories of different eras of both X-Men and Spider-Man and Fantastic Four's timelines with these little side adventures that had Spider-Man, the X-Men, and Spider-Man with the Fantastic Four going on these little adventures that led to an overarching story. With the Spider-Man X-Men one, it was Kraven and Mr. Sinister working together, and Mr. Sinister creating a new DNA out of Kraven's body. And for the other one, it involved Christophe Bernard doing this whole time-traveling scheme in the Fantastic Four one. Both are really good. Both really show that Christos Gage knows how to write Spider-Man, and I'm really happy he's writing that. You know, I'm really happy that he's doing this. And it looks like it's going to be a self-contained event. But again, that's it's coming this October, so I don't know if that's going to be prone to change or whatever. And also, what's interesting to note is that the Edge of Spider-Geddon is going to have these little prequels. One with the Spider-Punk, and another with Penny Parker, who is like this girl who has a Spider-Man mech that she uses, and that comic is going to be written by Jared Way. You know, the guy who wrote Umbrella Academy and currently writing that awesome Doom Patrol series, and also was a lead singer in a band by the name of, I don't know if you heard of him, called My Chemical Romance. You should check them out. Of course, you've all heard My Chemical... Whatever, the joke's ruined. So I think it's really cool. Also, another thing that made me go, oh shit, was that it looks like Mayday Parker, you know, Spider-Man and Mary Jane's daughter from the MC2 universe, is going to play a huge role in this. Not only that, another Spider-Man that's going to play a role in this is the Spider-Man from the upcoming 2018 game. Yeah, real talk, I really like the Spider-Man 2018 costume. I really love the 2018 Spider-Man costume. I just like how the white and red really play off each other and how it contrasts with the blue. I just dig that costume. I don't know why. I really dig it. Like, it shouldn't work, but it does. So yeah, which makes sense. I mean, that's coming out in September. This is coming out in October. It's going to be cool to see that incorporated. Now, we did know that there was the announcement that, yeah, the 2018 game was going to be brought into the Marvel Universe, and I was thinking, oh, so they're just going to, Spider-Man's going to be wearing that costume? But nope, it's going to be part of Spider-Verse. I wasn't aware of that until now. We've also got, of course, Gwen and Miles in here, but other ones are like the Spider-Man from Renew Your Vows. That's that's really cool, and as well as his daughter from that timeline too. We've got Jessica Drew Spider-Woman. We've got again Spider-Punk. We've got a lot of Spider-Man in here. Hopefully, we get Spider-Man from from the Toei series. He showed up in Spider-Verse, and hopefully he'll bring his mech Leoplorodon with him. That is the thing, folks. Just letting you know that was a shining moment in Spider-Verse when Spider-Man showed. You have to say it like that first off. When Spider-Man showed up with Leoplorodon, that was the greatest goddamn thing I ever saw in my life. No joke. One of the greatest goddamn moments in comics for me. Anyway, so I don't know what's going to happen with Spider-Geddon. Is this going to be end of the Spider-Verse? Are we going to have the return of the Morlands? You know how it is with Marvel and their vague Marvel teasers. So, yeah, all in all, I'm really interested to see where they're going to go with this. I'm hesitantly excited, but with Gage on the comic, that makes me a lot more willing to read it. So, yeah, you guys tell me in the comments below. What do you guys think of Spider-Geddon? Are you guys excited? Are you guys not? What do you think of Christos Gage writing the Spider-Man this comic? And what Spider-Man do you want to see in this story? Just comment below, let me know. And once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and I will see you guys later.